Hello, Fae friends! It's time to check out the very first banner from Book 6. We already know who's on this, obviously, because of the Fae channel, but I'm still very curious to take a look at the skills. I'm very scared to get into the meta of Book 9, but let's not waste any time and get right into it. Ooh, okay. Why is the frame rate so fast? Was that just me? Nah, that was like 120 frames a second, bro. That was really fast. All right, a new rearmed hero. Yep, Leila. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. English voice lines will be put in later. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure why that is the case. I can only imagine it's due to strikes and whatnot. Okay, arcane slime knife. I actually did want an arcane dagger, so there's a chance I might pull for this unit. Lookout force enables Kanto too. Ooh. Wait, just straight up? Okay. Interesting. Wait, prevents distant counter foes. Oh, so unit can't counterattack. Ain't got what it takes. Haha. Okay, let me see the swap thing. Okay, that swap thing looks really cool actually, because I know that's like what Leila originally did, but like only with like a support partner. A new hero joins the battle. Okay. Yeah, look at these little new animations. I like this. And this is gonna be, yes, Mr. Uther.
Marquess Ostia. You may know Hector, my fool of a brother.
Yo, I do know him. Oh, he sucks. He sucks. He's the demote? What? I didn't think they were demoting him. Yo, Hector's brother, and he just dies? He's just trash? I mean, I guess that's still inaccurate. But like, bruh.
I stand for Ostia.
Yeah, you don't stand on much ground, honestly. All right, a new attuned hero joins the battle. This is, of course, Hector. Hector? What? Hector.
This outfit matches his. Do we need to dress exactly the same?
Yeah, Hector Elliowood moment here. Oh my gosh, was that DCS skill? I think that was DCS skill. Ooh, is that what I think it was? Fellowship Blade, Armored Beacon, Oath of Ostia, Wily Fighter 4. Yep, Distant Counter Echo. Oh boy. Well, the value on this banner seems quite high. Becomes a wall along with his allies. Huh? Wow, dude. I remember when Igrin was broken and now Hector just absolutely obliterates. The tanks seem pretty good in the meta right now, honestly. All right, and then...
Bring it on!
Bring it on, Hector! Haha! So this is about to be Brave Hector 2? I don't know, bro. All right, and then this is our boy Rune here. And Rune's also gonna be broke too. Let's see what his voice sounds like.
I fled from the celestial realm of Asgarther. I am Rune.
Yeah, that sounds pretty on point, honestly. Pretty on point. So, just from looking at the stuff, it looks like this unit's kind of like Legendary Robin? Pulse up Ploy? Huh, okay. So he has Ploy in his kit. Well, no, wait, Pulse up Ploy, that seems like it could be a good skill, because Ploy is already like a very, very good skill. Or like a good effect. Okay, doesn't actually kill Soren. Will this do any damage? Come on, Soren. Come on. Okay, at least he does something.
I have no choice.
I have no choice. All right. Is this guy even fast? I didn't take a look at his speed. Oh, he looks tired as heck. Wait, why is Thor here? Wait, is Thor part of this realm too? Wait a minute. Okay, that could be interesting. So I know we saw Loki, but is Thor part of it? I thought Thor had her own realm. Okay then. And then we get Oswin as like the free, and then what's her face as the grand hero. Okay. Honestly, this feels like a decently high value banner. Rearmed, attuned, nothing, and then new mythic. So yeah, let's take a look at their skills. Starting things off with Leila here. She's got the arcane slime knife, which accelerates special trigger -1. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants bonus to all stats equal to 25% of foes attack at the start of combat, -4, minimum of 5, max of 14. Neutralizes foes' bonuses to speed and defense, deals damage equal to 15% of unit's attack, reduces damage from foes' first attack by 7, Blah, 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 blah. And grant special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. Okay, that's quite good. That's quite good. That'll allow her to use arcane, or sorry, not arcane slime. That'll allow her to use lethality more consistently. Then attack speed finish 4 is a really, really good skill to have on an arcane unit. No B tier skill to inherit, but let's see. Dark Perfume. At the start of turn, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit, inflicts undefended and status preventing counterattacks on closest foes through their next actions, and inflicts status preventing counterattacks on foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. I don't know why they didn't just say on closest foes and then with 2 spaces in those foes. I don't know why I had to like say it again. That was kind of weird. But yeah, that actually already seems like a good start. And then at the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, inflicts attack speed defense -5 on foe, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's speed, and neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Okay, so no guard. And then when attacking in Ether raids, if unit ends movement on a space with a bolt trap or heavy trap, cancels trap effects. If unit ends movement on a space with a hex trap, reduces traps trigger condition by 10 HP. Okay, that's a really good B tier. That's a really good B tier skill. Very, very good B skill. I feel like all that this unit needs is NFU, and then it's good. But there's no NFU in the kit, it looks like, so that is something. Lookout Force. Now, what is this here? Enables Canto 2. When Canto triggers, enables unit to use Distant Swap on ally, which a range of 2 unit and target ally swap spaces. That's like a mini foul play. And that's only when Canto triggers, though. So it's like you run in, come back, and then swippity swap. So if you were to like combo this with like extra movement, like maybe like a drive movement unit, you could like run in 3 spaces, move back 2, swap. Like that'd be pretty good. Then let's see. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed +4 to unit and neutralizes unit's penalties to attack and speed during combat. Okay, that's a good kit. I actually really like using units like this a lot that are kind of just run in, like hit and run type units, kind of like Yuri. Yuri, I really like using Yuri, so she kind of reminds me of Yuri just a little bit, so maybe I'll have to pull a little bit because I really do want an arcane dagger for one of my units. I literally don't remember who, but I remember I was like, oh, I kind of want an arcane dagger. That would be nice. Then as for Uther, he exists. Has the Persuale Axe plus, which if unit initiates combat within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and defense +5 to unit during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. That's honestly embarrassing for a Gen 9 unit at this point, or like whatever Gen 9, Book 9 unit. That's generally embarrassing. Like that literally is like a weapon that would come out on a demo in like Book 5. Like that's genuinely embarrassing, bro. I don't even know like why it's that bad. At least give him something, bro. That's just complete straight garbage. But moving on to our boy Hector. Attuned Hector has the Fellowship Blade, which accelerates special trigger -1. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Defense and Res +6, Bulwark, and Null Panic to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Okay, so that's what it meant by setting up a wall. So you could basically have like 2 really, really OP tanks, and then just have that wall off like your entire team while all your supporters are in the back. So I can see this unit being really, really good because of that. And let's see here. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, inflicts penalty on foes attack and defense equal to 20% of unit's defense at the start of combat +6. Just straight up, no cap. Really, no cap? That's kind of crazy. Unit deals +X damage, X equal to total highest total bonuses among unit and allies in 2 spaces of units, excluding area effect specials. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 50% of X, excluding area effect specials, and then inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. That is quite good. Like, that's basically 20% true damage reduction because you're just affecting their attack. A little extra damage reduction from the bonuses that you have. That's not even to mention Armored Beacon, which you're going to be able to spam pretty often, it looks like. And then there's even more here. Oath of Ostia is the A tier skill, which grants HP +5 after unit acts, or if defending in Ether raids at the start of enemy phase, deploys a Divine Vein Stone to unit space in space within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Okay, so Divine Vein Stone, as a refresher, I think that was defense and res +6, and then reduces damage from specials by 10. So I'm pretty sure That was what it is. That's like some good defense in there. And then if foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75% at the start of combat, inflicts attack and defense -10 on foe, grants special cooldown count -2 before unit's first attack, and reduces the percentage of foe's non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50% during combat. Okay, so he does a ton of damage, tons of damage reduction. Basically, we'll be spamming those armored beacons like crazy. So extra damage and damage reduction true from his special. Yeah, this is a really, really, really solid tank at the moment. Very, very solid tank. Yeah, and that's actually kind of scary. And then he has Wily Fighter 4, which if foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is greater than or equals to 25% at the start of combat, inflicts attack -5 on foe, deals plus X damage, X equal to 20% of unit's defense, and then reduces damage from foe's attacks by X as well. And then unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack and neutralizes foe's bonuses during combat. Wow, okay. So 40% true damage reduction. Dude, this unit is so bulky. Like 20%, he has 2 different reduce damage by 20% of your own defense. That's insane. And then you reduce their attack by like 15 just in your kit. Oh my gosh, dude, this is a tanky unit, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared. He's so tanky. And then AD Twin Far Save, we already know what that does. Just he has healing in his kit now too. This is scary, dude. That's a scary unit. And then of course DC in the X slot. So yeah, Hector's looking pretty powerful. I must say that is one scary tank. I don't know if he's gonna be like the best tank out there, but he's very, very scary looking, I must say. But now we're moving on to Rune, who has the Uther of Creation. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Uther for now until somebody corrects me. But we've got Accelerate Special Trigger -1. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants empathy, and unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally within 2 spaces, to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. So that's some nice warping. And then empathy, what does this do? Grants bonus to units all stats equal to number of types of bonus effects, excluding stat bonuses, and penalty effects, excluding stat penalties, active on player team and enemy team during combat. So max of 7. So he could grant +7 to all your stats. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to units all stats equal to number of allies within 3 rows or 3 columns set on unit times 3 +5, max of 14. Neutralize units penalties, deals plus X damage, X equal to number of bonus effects active on unit and foe, excluding stat bonuses times 5 for a max of 15. So that's quite a lot of extra damage. And then neutralize effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat, so no guard as well. That is quite good, but it honestly doesn't seem insane to me. I mean, he still has his own like exclusive skill, so maybe that'll help, but that doesn't seem like the most insane weapon of all time for like a Book 9 unit. It does feel good though. It does feel like a good solid weapon, but it's nothing like game-changing or game-breaking. Then we have Flare, Sly Mirror, that all checks out. And then this B tier skill, Font of Wisdom. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, inflicts attack speed res -7 on foes that are within 2 spaces of another foe through the next actions. And inflicts attack speed res -5 on foe, more lowers, and then inflicts penalty on foes attack speed res equal to highest penalty on each stat between target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Deals damage equal to 20% of units res, reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50%, and reduces damage from foes first attack by 7 during combat. Okay, so he just inflicts a lot of penalties, dude. Lots and lots of penalties. And then even beyond that, Pulse Up Ploy, at the start of turn, grants special cooldown count -1. And then at the start of player phase or enemy phase, if any foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit have res less than unit's res +5, inflicts ploy and exposure on those foes through their next action. So he already inflicts quite a few penalties on the foe, which will help with that empathy skill. And then doesn't really buff up his allies at all. It's mostly just like debuffing his enemies. So I don't know. I don't know how good this is though. I really don't. It doesn't really, it doesn't feel game-changing. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just not seeing it. He does feel very offensive, like attack and res based, but I don't know how good he's gonna actually be. It's kind of hard to tell. That empathy skill does seem like a really nice support though. I still feel like Legendary Robin's better though. I don't know. Like in terms of support. I don't know, dude. I know I think he's just probably the really offensive maybe. He's like more focused on like offense and like debuffs. The debuffs are like really good though. Like the debuffs he gives are gonna be kind of crazy. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe he's actually cracked. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I still feel like of this bunch, the best one is probably Hector. Hector just has so much bulk, but I guess only time will tell. So yeah, that's the first book from book 9. And honestly, I'm pretty interested. I don't know if I'm gonna like full commit to summoning because we usually have a really strong winter banner. I think we're getting an Emblem hero later this month, and then we have New Year banner coming out too. So lots and lots of banners coming out here. And this might just be bait. I hate to say it, literally just might be bait. Even if it's the intro to book 9, there's a good chance it's just bait. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this banner. Seems pretty strong, pretty good value. I think it actually does have it is definitely worth summoning on with the value here, but again, Faye just keeps creating more and more units of value to keep pulling for. It's like every month there's this Rearmed, Attuned, whatever, and then Emblem heroes, mythic heroes, legendary heroes, all that. It's just, there's so much to summon for, bro. And it's just so hard to go after your favorites. At least if you're trying not to, you know, go after meta. If you're going after your favorites, it's fine, but going after meta, whew, it's gonna be tough. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. That's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching, but I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.